Our project was a passcode door lock with color-coded keycards. The idea was that instead of carrying around keys and the possibility of losing them, you could just remember the password for the door. I was in charge of connecting and using the keypad and its libraries with the Arduino. The keypad is obviously used to enter the user's 5-digit passcode. We used the libraries provided by the Arduino website to implement the keypad into our code. All we had to do was write the pin numbers connected to the keypad and we were good to go. Now, let's see how the keypad was connected to the Arduino. Here's the keypad, and we will be connecting it to the Arduino. Okay, so we'll connect these 8 pins here from pin 22 to 36. There we go. Now, obviously, we have 8 pins. These pins are divided into 4 and 4. The first 4 are for the column which the key is pressed, and the second 4 indicate which row the column was pressed. So the first 4 is this column right here, the second 4 is the row. So by using both of them, we can pinpoint, if I press 2, we can pinpoint which key am I actually pressing. And that's it. Now let's move on to the color sensor.
It was responsible for connecting and getting the input from the black and white sensor. The color sensor will be used to identify the color of the user's key card. Each user should have a unique color. Unfortunately, we were not able to find a color sensor. Instead, we got a black and white one, which means that we have 2 unique users. In order for the user to enter his password, he must hold his card in front of the sensor, for so it can detect it. Now, let's see how the sensor was connected to the Arduino. Okay, so connecting the sensor is easy. We connect the VCC pin to the 5-volt output power of the Arduino. Next, we connect the ground . Lastly, we connect the input pin to pin 38. The sensor will capture the keycard color when we press mode on the keypad while holding the card towards the sensor. The sensor will input 0 if the color is white and 1 if the color is black. Now that we can match the color of the keycard to its corresponding password, let's move on to connecting the LEDs and the buzzer.
I was in charge of connecting and writing the code for the buzzer and the LED lights. The buzzer was used to alarm the user if he enters an incorrect input or if he enters an incorrect password. Three times in a row. Similarly, the LED lights were an indication of correctness, which is the green light, or falseness, which is the red light. Now I will demonstrate how to connect each of these components on the Arduino Mega board. So let's start first. I'm going to connect the buzzer to pin 12 and to the ground. Next, I'm going to connect the 2 LED lights. The red LED will be connected to pin 52 and to the ground. The green LED will be connected to pin 50 and the ground. Now, to power on any of these components, we need to send an output signal of 1 to the corresponding pin. For example, if I want to turn the green light on, I will send 1 to pin 50, and if I want to turn it off, I will send 0 to pin 50. Now that we can power the LED and the buzzer anytime we want. So let's move on to the door lock itself.
I was in charge of connecting and operating the mechanical part of the project, which was the actual door lock.
since our project was a door lock that operates using a password, we needed a mechanical part to simulate an opening and a closing door. For that, we use a simple magnetic piston, and there it is. It's very simple actually. When it's connected to power, it opens. Otherwise, it closes. Unfortunately, we had to use an external power supply, an external relay kit to provide power, because our Arduino board could not provide enough power in order for the piston to work correctly. And that's it. So let's now see how to operate this door in the Arduino board.
Okay, first I connect the normally closed of the relay to the piston. Then I'll connect the piston to the ground of the Arduino. Okay. Next, I will connect the common to the 5-volt power supply to the Arduino. Right here. Then the ground of the relay to the ground of the Arduino, which is right here. And finally, the selection pin of the relay to pin 53, which is right above the yellow wire. And that's it.
Now we will move on to the demo.
Okay, so let's demonstrate how this works. First of all, I have to press the mode button so the sensor can record the color. If I don't press mode at the start, the buzzer will go off telling me that I'm doing something wrong. If I do press mode, I have to put my key card of the sensor right here. Press mode. Now the sensor has recorded that I have the Y key card, so the password for white is 12345. And the green light went on. The lock is engaged, as you can see, and after a few moments it will go off just like that. Let's try the password for black. So what I do is put the black key card here, press mode, and then the password for black is 56789, and here it is again, working. Let's try another incorrect password. For example, let's try 12345 for the black one. As you can see, the red light went on there. If I enter the password 3 times incorrectly, the buzzer will eventually just go off, alarming everyone. Just like that. And that's it. Thanks for watching.